Sunderland on Friday. 9 games left. Exciting times. How pleased are you to be back in action?
I am, especially, it felt international break. I don't know, we've been used to having so many games that it felt a little bit different not having your players there. Quite a few internationals. But then in the end, it's a game at Turf Moor, and I think not just us, but our fans as well have been waiting for this game, so we're looking forward to it.
It's a measure of Burnley's success. There were so many internationals on international duty. Have they all come back fit and well?
No, everyone's back except fit, but Foster's had a little bit of an issue getting back with, I think something to do with passports or something. So he's fit and healthy, which is more important, but we've got still one player to come back.
Is it always a worry when they're away? Looking at injuries, looking at issues like that?
I think it is. It's always something you're a little bit cautious, concerned. Not concerned, but I've been in national teams myself before. You've got one way of working, and then you're sending 15 players to go and work in 15 different ways, and that's always something that you hope your players come through okay. But in the end, the positive side is they get some, especially at our level, they get some international experience, and it's good to see Josh Cullen play against France or Bafemi being involved. That's good for their own personal development as well.
Taylor Harwood-Bellis and Josh Brownell, I think we're hoping to be back for Friday. What's the news on them?
Yeah, other than the passport issue, we've got a fully available squad and still waiting a little bit on recovering J-Rod. But it's just now discussions about, I think, match fitness, discussions about form, but a nice and busy training session.
Yeah, it's worth noting Burnley have got results with an injury list. It must be great to get players back fully fit.
Well, I think it was time as well. We've got now 9 games, and I'd want as many players competing now just to make sure. And we've got a busy schedule as well, so I think you've got a nice lead into Middlesbrough after this game. I think this one's different because it was international break, but a nice lead into Middlesbrough. And then it's championship football again, with football every 3 days.
Stadium of Light back in October. It was a key game, a turning point perhaps. 2-0 down at half-time, come back to win 4-2. There must be some great memories for you in that day.
Yeah, but for me, that game is still a game that sits very high on my list in terms of, I still think we've got a lot to show in this game. So the first half for me was what was the worst we've played this season. And not in terms of the opposition, because the opposition was good, but in terms of who we are as a team. And I feel we still have a point to prove. It doesn't matter whether we turn it on for 45 minutes and then did well enough. For me, we've still got a point to prove in this game. It's I'm actually looking forward to hopefully be able to show the real side of us. Yeah.
Vincent, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Morning, Vinny.
Morning.
With Jay Rodriguez, I guess with the squad being back to nearly full fitness and you having so many options to choose from, I guess that kind of takes the pressure off a little bit from you to. There's no need to rush him back, I guess, and getting back when he's fully fit. Yeah.
Until we had passport issues with Lyle, yeah.
Do you expect Lyle to not be back in the country then by the time of the game?
I will see. It's down to South African authorities now.
With obviously Taylor being back fully fit now, I think it's even before the injury, it's the most games he's played in a season of professional men's football. How pleased have you been with his development this season? With Taylor Harwood-Bellis?
Yeah, with Taylor. I think Taylor, but he's done exactly what I expected him to do. I've known Taylor since he was a very young footballer, before he was even a first team player. And his one outstanding attribute is his attitude. He really has an outstanding attitude, and he's got good habits of high level professionals. And then his level is for everyone to see. I had him when he was at Anderlecht. He's a better player now. And the player he is now today, give him another year or two, he's going to be a much improved player again because he has the right attitude. So we're excited to be a part of his development.
You've obviously got Manuel Benson back now as well. How big a dilemma is that, and a welcome dilemma is that when you're selecting wings? Because obviously there's him, Nathan Teller, Vitinho,
No,
Anna Saruri as well.
it's not a dilemma. Just show it and crack on. Yeah.
With Sunderland coming to Turf Moor, how big a test do you expect it's going to be? Because obviously, they come up from League One last season. They're a club that's used to winning games of football and being successful, like yourselves.
Yeah, and I think if football was a language, I think we speak a similar language. In terms of we're certainly from a similar family of languages. Let's put it this way. There's many things they do that for me, I think the threat of the wingers is something that is similar. We have also quite a good threat with our wingers. The midfielders that get on the ball and actually progress play, their ability to switch play and then create space for the wide man again. The way they attack the box as well. So, and they're on the front foot most of the time. So it's a team that, at least on that side, I understand very well, because like I said, we're from a similar family of football. But those games are also usually interesting, not just for the fans of the two teams, but I think for the neutrals as well. I think it's in the DNA of both teams to go forward in this game, and that's what will happen.
Just a last one for me on Luke McNally. He's been obviously playing at Coventry City and playing week in, week out for them. How pleased have you been with his development that I'm sure you've been keeping an eye on, and what's the plan for him next season?
We have multiple people, myself included, who watch all of the games from all of our players that are on loan, and I can't say too much at the moment other than we're obviously pleased with his development. We think he's in a great environment as well. It's his first championship season, so he's actually now establishing himself in this division, which is, tick a box.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the season, we'll have discussions with all the players.
Thank you. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you.